Hi everyone, welcome. This is my first live for a long time, so guys, there are so many things that are happening right now. I got in touch with people that actually know what it takes to move to the United States because a lot of things are going on right now, right? You hear a lot of people share information about how you can move to the United States for free and all of that. And I kept asking around, I kept asking people how this can actually happen because you have a lot of options like the school routes where you hear about so many schools that offer scholarship, 100% scholarship. You know about the assistantship program. That is if you get an admission into a school, especially advanced program like master's degree, PhD, and then you apply to be a graduate assistant in that school. So basically, you are working for them and you are also studying. So those are the routes that people talk about a lot. But recently, I know I have also talked about this on my channel about the EB2, the second preference, and that is the national interest waiver. That is basically, you don't need to get a job in the United States and you just have to prove to them that you have what it takes to contribute to the US economy. And this is usually for people who have advanced degree and a lot of experience. So usually you hear them say if you have master's degree or PhD and then you have maybe projects and all of that that you can use and prove and say, okay, I have the skills to move to the United States. And then usually a lawyer will help you with all those like how you can present yourself, your documents, and all of that so that you'll be able to get approved without getting a job. So if you go to Instagram, a lot of people are talking about this. They are talking about how people are getting this, and I will not say it's not true, but I'm excited that finally I was able to interview an attorney in the United States that helped with this. And I asked, is this actually true? The way people are talking about it on the internet looks as if it's easy. And then he gave several examples of people who have master's degree and all these experiences, and yet they are not approved. And I'm like, okay, so what now makes the difference? Why do some people get it and some people don't get it? So he answered all of those questions, and I'm going to be sharing that interview very soon on this channel, maybe in few days. So thank you guys for joining me. This is actually like my first live for a very long time, so I'm new to this, but I decided to do this because this is very important. I don't like it when people like get all this information, spend their money, and at the end of the day, nothing happens, and they say all this traveling abroad thing is a scam and all of that. Thank you guys for joining me. So I decided to share this, and then I'm going to share that interview for, of course. So that national interest waiver EB2 is actually true. But then you have to make sure you're working with somebody that will be able to look at your resume, look at your experiences, look at what you have. I would say if you find someone that can do that for you for free, that would be very interesting, because I eventually decided to verify that with some of people that are advertising this on Instagram. I asked them, okay, I want to know more about this program. How do you do it? And they told me to pay, is it $100 for to get an interview, like to have a consultation with them. I'm like, okay, if all these people that want to travel and all of that start by paying, because already the way, okay, if I have master's degree, I have those experiences, and I don't even know whether I'm going to be approved, and I'm already paying money. So people already lose their money even without being verified to know whether this actually works for them. So this particular attorney that I interviewed yesterday was able to explain these things and said, okay, if you're able to find an attorney that will look through your resume, make sure that you have a strong like you have a strong resume and experience that can be actually, like you can say, okay, maybe 90%, I have the 90% chance to actually get this visa, then this will work. And he said that's what his company does. So they will first of all look at your experience, your resume, and see that you have a strong chance of getting into the program before they start allowing you to start paying money. But then some people are already going after people that have experience, and they share it to and make it look like it's that easy. But he explained that this actually takes time. And this particular one, you know about the retrogression that is happening in the United States, basically mean that they have a lot of backlogs that they, I think, up to 2 years. So it takes up to that. This particular type of visa is also part of the ones that the retrogression actually affects. So I want us to get the right information here, okay? It will pain my heart for somebody that is very close to me to get scammed because of people making it look very shiny and easy. Oh, you can move to the United States if you have master's degree and all of that. That is true, but make sure that you're working with someone that is even willing to look through your CV, willing to look through your experiences and all of that before collecting a dime from you. Because I believe that people that are actually telling you to pay that much, I know how $100 in Nigeria now, I know a lot, it's a lot of money, and you don't want to just throw it away because you are desperate or something like that. And it does take time. The way they make it look like, oh, it takes maybe before 1 year, I don't think that is true too. Because even for nurses, even though we have all these help, so if you are going through EB3, I'm also going to share with you how nurses can move faster, okay? But let us just talk about this NIW, because I know I have already talked about it on this channel, but to make it clear for people that are interested in that route, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about how nurses can move faster, and I'm also going to talk to you another one about doctors as well. Doctors now have that opportunity as well. So, but let's talk about this one. Okay, if you are, just drop your questions in the comment section. I will try my best to answer, okay? So guys, yeah, if just make sure you are working with someone that will not just take advantage of you for nothing. That will take advantage of you for nothing. So yes, you can actually move to the United States if you have the experience, if you have advanced degree, master's degree, or PhD, and you have up to 10 years experience, okay? So the next one is for nurses. So for nurses, recently it's actually very it takes a lot of time, especially for so many countries like Nigeria, Ghana, and all of that, because even though you have passed your NCLEX, you have gone through all the CGFNS process, like processing your document and all of that. Now that the retrogression, if you have been following all the stream, that people are complaining that it takes a lot of time for the immigration to go through for so many reasons that they are giving, okay? So this other option, that you will now go through the work visa. So companies are coming out now to help nurses from different parts of the world, Nigeria and all of that, to help them to move to the United States as well. And then, but you are going to be going through the work visa, not the green card, okay? So this will allow you to move to the United States, start working, and this one is not affected by this retrogression, okay? So you start working, and then they will start processing your green card. So that's the new option for nurses now. So if you have passed your NCLEX and all that, and you really want to travel faster, this is the next option for you. So people find it, I think this option is really, really good as well, because sometimes if you're back home, you're not getting the US experience, right? And if you're already in the United States, you'll be getting the US experience that you can change jobs and all of that, and if you eventually get your green card, okay? The only thing is that it now takes longer, because the way I came and the way many people came is that you get your EB3, which is the green card, and then that's it. Basically, you are now a permanent resident. But this other one, this new one, is that you get a work visa that lasts for 3 years, and within that 3 years they will start working to see if you get your green card. So that's another option that actually has a downside as well that you should know about, because you should actually know that even though you move faster to the United States, you can move with your family, you can move with your husband if you're married, and all of your kids that are less than 21 years. I mean, but they will not be allowed to work unless they get a visa that will allow them to work. That's the downside. But some people find it very, very interesting that if they move with their family member can study, your husband can study, and then you'll be the one working. And I believe that the pay for nurses in the United States, if one person is working, is usually enough for the bills and all of that. And you can be creative about this whole thing. So this is a very, very good option for nurses as well. I'm really excited I'm doing this live today. Maybe I'll do more of this if people are interested and they want to know more. Okay, so if you want me to continue to do this live just to make sure we are getting the right information, just let me know in the comment section. I'm willing to do that. Okay, thank you guys for joining. If you have all the questions, just ask me and I can go live once in a while to clear it, because I know some of you ask questions on Instagram and I'm not able to get back to you on time. So if you have some of these questions, just keep it coming in and I can go live once in a while to clear it. Okay, so that's for nurses. It's actually a good option. Do you think that this is a good option? Let me know in the comment section if you think this is a good option. And I'm going to after this live, I'm going to pin in the comment the companies that you can contact. As you all know, I work as an NCLEX instructor when I have time, right? When I have time with Decency NCLEX Academy, I work with them basically because I feel like what they are doing is really good, and they are nurses, a group of nurses helping nurses. And when I have time, why not? I can help out the people that are preparing for their NCLEX. So, and I do that when I have time, right? And so when they come out with all this program, one thing with them is that they're always researching, they're always partnering with attorneys, they're always looking for people that are helping other nurses. Like if you travel with your spouse and they're having difficulty getting a job, they have programs like that. So I usually get involved, and that's how I found out about this attorney that is helping. We all got on a call, and I was able to verify all these NIW and everything. That's why I was really, really like excited to come on here to share this. Not paid, like this is not sponsored or anything. I'm not getting any money from them for sharing this information, but I'm just happy that I'm able to verify this information so that I can share with you. Okay, so now, this is for nurses. This is really exciting, right? Because you will not say, oh, they are not accepting Nigerians anymore and all of that. So the next one is for doctors, because people have come on here and say, how about doctors? Is it only nurses that have all these opportunities? And I know some people will come and ask me about healthcare assistant. Don't worry about that, because I know that when I was in the UK, my most successful, I can say, the best bit about being on this YouTube is that those ones that I've seen people that succeeded and I shared here, and many people have gone to the UK with that route, including somebody, very close to me, family member, moved with, the information I got from somebody that already did it and is already working in the UK. So that's exactly why I'm excited about some of these things when I come across it in the US, and I keep asking, okay? So for doctors, we also have a program, right? These people, they came out with this program that they will help you with everything, including the costs, just like nurses. And the beautiful thing about this one is that they are not asking you to have all the years of experience. They're actually looking for people that graduated in the past 3. But if you have already graduated before these past 3 years, like you're not a fresher, you can still apply and see if you get into the program. But I'm really, really like, when this person called me and I was like, they have this program for doctors, are you willing to talk about? And I'm like, what? I am this type of thing. Like, I don't ask for paid partnership or anything. I just say yes, yes, yes. I am really excited about this, because sometimes I wonder, like, all these our very, very do I say intelligent doctors in Nigeria, and they struggle to travel, especially to the United States, that they are going to be interested in this. And I'm happy that something like this is coming up. Okay, so they have a program. They will sponsor you to write your exam. I know the doctors on their own is a little bit more complicated. They have to write series of exams. It's not like NCLEX that will just travel, write one exam, and we are done. And if we pass, but their own, they have to write step one, I think, all these like series of exam, and then they go for residency. So this program is very comprehensive. It helps doctors through their exams, all their exams, and they also help them to get residency in the United States. This is really, really interesting. I mean, if you know a doctor around you, and this is one of its kind. This is one of its kind because I was asking them, I mean, like, I've not seen a company do this. Is this the first? They said yes, that for other companies, maybe they will help out with the exam, but they will not help out with the residency, and they will not help you out, like maybe when you become a physician or something like that. But this one, they've partnered with a lot of people that will help you with the funding. They will help you with the finding a residence, writing the exam, preparing for the exam, just like for nurses, writing the exam and all of that. Very, very comprehensive, okay? Like I said, I'm not sure how to multitask as I'm doing live, but I'll learn that along the way. So I'm going to get all the links, and I'm also going to share those interview on this channel. After this live, I will find those into the recordings, edit them, and start uploading so you can watch and hear from the horse's mouth. So I'm not just here to talk about like hearsay. I heard from them directly. So guys, that is for doctors as well. So they have a very comprehensive program as well, and this is really interesting. It makes me happy that for the United States, I know how complicated it is. I know how difficult it was for me to come out, like to find people to ask questions. That's why when I found out about the sensei, I just decided to join them. Then I already signed the contract. I was already almost on my way to the United States when I found it, but I still joined them because I wanted to be able to like hear the information the way it is, not just like how it looks like on the internet, to hear people that are already doing it, be part of nurses, that are other communities of nurses that are helping nurses to move to the United States. So that's the reason why I keep up with them. Never ever collect any dime from them when I'm sharing about all this information, because I know that like the big part about it, if the big part about it is people getting the information that they need, I wish I got something like that too. So that's the main reason. So if you have questions, and for nurses that have already moved as well, there are so many things that you can do. Like, I'm already a year plus here, changed jobs once, and there are programs that people even in the United States don't know about, but like some of us that already have experiences from different countries and are here, that are open to exploring. There are programs as well that people are getting into that are helping them to be able to be present with their family members, work from home, and still be paid like a nurse in the United States. Really cool. So we also got that program down that people are beginning to do, and people are already in it. I'm going to be talking about that later. But for today, I've talked about these 3 ways. And in addition to school, I'm trying to find schools as well to make it easy, because I know a lot of people are coming to my DM for that. I already have people that sponsor, but I'm trying to get onto the nursing schools, because that route, people are finding it hard to find nursing schools that will allow them to come from different parts of the world, how to apply and all of that. I'm working on that, and if you are interested in that, let me know in the comment section. Do you have any questions about these 3 ways that I've talked about? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know about the teachers. I've talked about teachers in the past, but today I've talked about for nurses, for doctors, and for those that no matter your specialty, and you have up to 10 years experience, and you have master's degree or PhD, you have those routes. Those are the things I talked about today, and I'm going to, when I end this live, I'll find the links so that you can apply, and then they will look through your resume and see if you can work with them. But that's really good. AJ maybe said, I just joined. I want to know about the information for nurses. Okay, I've talked about for nurses. For nurses is because of the retrogression that is going on, like when nurses pass their exams and all of that, they are not able to travel because the immigration is taking a lot of time. So this company, they already came out, like I already talked about a company in one of my videos that are allowing people to travel but with work visa. So US work visa, you get the work visa, travel to the United States, start working, and then they start preparing for your green card. So it's different from the green card because it's the green card process that is taking that time. So if you want to move sooner, then you can go through work visa. That's for nurses. Then for doctors, Clara, you said I'm interested. Oh, for teachers, okay. For teachers, we do have a program for them that I've talked about before. I'm not sure if they are still working on it now, but if I do find, because this live session is to make it clear something that I know is working. So if I do find something for teachers that I see working and actually find out how it is done, I will come on here and talk about it. Teresa, you're welcome. Yeah, Charity. Yes, I am married. Oh, I look fat. Oh my God. Maybe it's the camera because people here said I look slim. But I actually want to be able to add weight a little bit because interested in one of school. Yes. Yes, I am interested too. I'm studying now, but I know a lot of people around me want to study nursing in the United States, and I think I want to make that happen for us here in this channel. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. Definitely. Do you know of anyone for hairdressers? I've talked about for unskilled jobs before. For that one is EB3, one of the routes for the unskilled one. But I've not seen an agency making it happen, like making it possible for people to be able to travel, even though there's a visa like that. But I've not seen people that have succeeded, unless they travel through family and then they start working in that capacity. But I've not seen anyone successfully do that. But if I do see, because some of these visas, they exist, but people helping people, some people are really coming out to help is the difficult part. So but when I see, just like I've seen for nurses and doctors and this NIW, then I can come and share. um Can you help with the NIW? Is that what you're saying, Humani? For the NIW, I just talked about the attorney that explained everything. I'm going to share that video, that interview. So the route to use would be um So the route to use would be US work visa. Yes, for patients, yes. If you cannot wait that long for your immigration for nurses to get your green card straight away, this new option, that is if you are asking for nurses, right? So this new option is that you will get a work